Hi beauty accessorizers and friends, Julia here with day 6 of my advent calendars and my palettes from Christmas past. So the first advent calendar I opened up was the tea calendar, and I got a beautiful black tea. It's actually a vanilla chai tea that I'm going to have tomorrow, not tonight. And on my self-care advent calendar from Lovery, I opened up and received this wonderful little candle. It is a vanilla soy candle, perfect size for sitting on the edge of your tub while you're bathing. And the brand for tonight is MAC. Yes, from my Lancome little case, I pulled out the one and only MAC holiday palette I have. So this is a palette from Christmas past, and it is all the richest from MAC, and this is what it looks like, and this is what I have on my eyes. So if you want to see how I came up with this look, and you're interested in this lipstick that I'm wearing that is so shiny and juicy looking, keep watching, my friends. My base is done. I use Dior's 7-in powder foundation. For my primer though, I use YSL. I have a few things by MAC, like a setting spray, highlighter, and a couple of blushes from the spring collection for probably years ago. And I realized I do have a sample of MAC powder foundation. I think this is NC50. That maybe I'll just use towards the end if I need to powder down. And I have a couple of lippies and a lip glaze that I can use later on. I decided not to use the tea tonight because I've already started another one. I forgot I was filming. This is just a mint tea, so I can't tell you the taste of this one, but I'll get back with you on it. My eyes are primed with the Armani Eye Tint. This one is just perfect for tinting my eyes. So let's get into this eyeshadow look using this palette. This palette is kind of cute. I love the little clutch-like feel to it. It almost reminds me of Byredo. It has that wavy feel to it. This was a beautiful palette, and there were several, and I picked up this one. This one happens to be called All the Riches, and there are 6 shades in here. Most of them are like jewel tones, kind of satiny shimmers, and one matte. And the one matte is the green. So let's get started with a look. I do also have a eyeliner in green from MAC from a summer collection, I believe. No, that was a fall collection, to be clear. So let's see what we're going to do. We've been using green a lot. We have. Yeah, I feel like I have been. Definitely because I have on a cashmere gray sweater. I'm going to start with this color. Why not? And I'm going to place it right in here. A little patchy right there. And it could be just my eye, because that's the area that is problematic for me as far as whether or not shadows stick. And right now it is totally sticking. Usually it does not stick in that area, but we'll work with it. So I'm going back in there for the other eye. I'm gonna give myself a silver eye today. I don't know what else, but just a plain old look, no theme to it. So far, no inspiration coming from this palette. Once I select the palette, I get usually a theme or something. Something pops in my mind to create a look by, but not today. Not today. We're just going to come in here and get this look done. So that's the silver. Let's pair it with the green. Now this palette probably hasn't been used since last year when I purchased this, and I was intrigued by the packaging for sure. Palette of Christmas past definitely got me with the packaging. because I love the packaging. And now I want to go into this burgundy color. That's a popular color in these palettes, I want to say. And I'm just going to put it up here. It's a little light. It's not as deep as it looks in the palette. Can you see that? And now I want to pick up a little bit of that gold. I don't know quite what this color is. This is kind of a, it's not quite straight up silver. Maybe this one is a silver. Ooh, platinum. But I'm going to hit this gold right here. Just so we can see the colors that are in this palette. Take what's left over right up here on top of that other color. Maybe make it stand out a little more, who knows. And I have that pencil that I think is in pine, if I'm not mistaken. Pine for me. And it's sharpened. Yay. So I'm going to use my magnification. Come on, mag. Something in my brows. Hey, this one looks more gold and this one looks more berry. We're going to have to fix that. And there is fallout. Pine for me pencil right down here. We're actually going to carry it all the way over. And then what I'm going to do is use it up here in the lash line, just to give my lashes some oomph. I'm still up in the air about these colors. I'm not quite sure that they are doing the most. I love the packaging. I love the color story. But it's something about the delivery of the colors that's just not floating my boat. And I felt this way a while about most of the MAC palettes I have. So I haven't purchased any more. Gotta say, their lipsticks, their pencil is, I like that, goes on smoothly, at least that one does. It's probably the only eyeliner pencil I have from MAC. It goes on very smoothly. Their lip liners, I love those. But something about the eyeshadows, even the pots, I'm not a fan of. And I probably am, I feel like I'm a definitely anomaly for that. I mean, everybody else I hear loves MAC eyeshadows, their pots and things like that. At least I think they do. Although this look is not bad. It's just not my cup of tea, I can say. I am going to take my little brush here and work it up to get away any fallout. Yeah, it's not bad, but it's not screaming like love you either. I'm going to go ahead and use some of that powder on the brush if I can get into this little sample size. This is what it looks like, and I have a little sponge in here, so I'll put a little bit there. Just take it under my eyes. And I've had their foundation in the past, but I just chose not to repurchase it for some reason. I don't have a bronzer from MAC, so I guess I won't be using any bronzer because I have Tarte here. We can put on a little bit of Tarte. I don't know if I need it. Let's just put this here. Do a little abstract looking. I guess this is more contour. Actually, this is a contour by Tarte. and not a bronzer. But we're not going to be so meticulous with it. We're just putting it on. And I did say I wanted to go back up here and kind of work this out because it's looking different on each eye. Now I want to go in with a blush. And I have two, but they're from, like I said, a spring collection. But they'll be all right. It'll be fine. Definitely not using this one because it's too light and bright. It could be icy looking though, but not feeling that right now. So I'm gonna go in with this more deeper one here. I like this. Yeah. We're just gonna keep it to the back. Right there. This is beautiful from Black Panther. I remember this. Tried to use it up. Didn't even make much of a dent in it at all. Don't want to take too much because this stuff is powerful. And now we just need a lippy. Well, maybe we should spray our face with the MAC setting spray. I love how you twist this to get it. But the sprayer is, whoa, delivering a lot at one time. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Smells nice. My battery must be going low. Sponge. That's enough. Okay, what's next? Lippy. Let's see. Let me swatch what I have here. This may be Wooby Roo. I'm not sure. I think that's what that is. Should put on glasses and I can tell you. It is Wooby Roo. And this one is Danger. Something Danger. It's a deeper color. It's over there. Right there. Wooby Roo right there. That red on red. And then that kind of berry red. It's the Danger one. And I have another one here. Trying to read this little writing. This is Viva Glam. Viva Glam. This is more of a nude. I like that one. I remember wearing that one quite a bit from MAC. Can you see it right there? Yeah, right there. Very pretty. And then we have one more that's out that I pull. It's called Flat Out Fabulous. Let's see. Ooh. Ooh, I'm feeling that one. That one down below. Flat Out Fabulous. Let's do that. Something non-traditional. That's going to be pretty. I love a great pink and green moment. I do, I do. Ooh, that's so pretty. That is saying something to me. Holiday ready. Now, if you want to just not have such a satiny look, you can definitely use MAC's. I think this is one of their glazes or something like that. Or glass, lip glass is what it is. And you could put this on your lips. I'm going to put it on my finger. And that is what it looks like. It just gives you this shine. This wet look. That's unreal. That is so unreal. Okay guys, so tell me what you think of this look. And, you know, would you wear a color like this out for a holiday, dinner, party, with your green eyeshadow for Christmas, holiday time? Let me know. I definitely would, as you can see. I think it's fabulous. I think it's different and I'm loving it. I love how bright it looks and just interesting. Interesting and bright. Right up my alley. Well guys, thank you for tuning in to Accessorize Your Life, where I have opened up another advent calendar or two, pulled out a tea, pulled out a little gift, and I also found MAC hidden behind the gift. So that's the eyeshadow for today from Palettes of Christmas Past. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time.